Okay, so here is our update for the remaining thing to wipe out the memory inefficiency as far as clearing out RAM after we're done using these objects, because I totally forgot to do that on a few things. So, oops. Anyways, how to wipe it out. So, first off, we need to delete a socket after we're done with it. So the way we do this is SDLnet underscore TCP, and if you had UDP, it would be a UDP1 here, which we'll get into later how to do UDP. Underscore del for delete, and then socket here, open parentheses, socket set, comma, because we're going to delete from the socket set. IT read clients arrow socket here, so we're going to delete the current socket from the clients here to erase it. And something I just realized, I need to actually, yeah, I totally need to reposition that. Otherwise, I'll end up deleting the wrong address. Yep. Okay, so this has to come first. And the reason why is, if you notice here, we erase it and then reset the pointer in the memory for our list here. So because of that, we absolutely need to delete the socket before we delete that memory address from our list. Otherwise, we will be pointing to the wrong client and basically deleting a socket for something we didn't want. With that, one other one here, and it's going to be the same case here too. So I need to make sure that, okay, so I did get the order correct on this part, but I totally forgot to do it on the other one. So yeah, oops, oh well. Fix that just now. So yes, it needs to be deleted before you erase. Absolutely. Again, deleted before erased. Alright, so here's the other part. I added a for loop, and I did it, created an iterator for it, and it's called it clients. And begin, clients.begin here, it clients not equal to clients.end here, and then it clients plus plus, close parentheses. Alright, open curly brace here. So again, we create an iterator called itClients to go through all our clients from beginning to the very end of that list, and to keep incrementing it through as we wipe them out. So we're going to close the connection to the socket. We are going to delete that socket from the socket set and to free up the RAM, and then we're going to erase that client from our client list. And we do that throughout the entire list of clients, and so that way we close all the sockets, delete all the sockets, and then delete, basically erase or delete all our clients from memory one by one. I then did even further clients.clear to wipe out any remaining clients in the list completely, just wipes them all out, semicolon. And then I did delete ampersand clients to delete the clients from memory for the clients list altogether. And then SDLnet here underscore free socket set here is going to remove the socket set and free up the RAM. And then we do our SDLnet quit, and then of course we do our exit success. And that's cool. And that basically will free our RAM. Only one other note, try and look into it further, hard to get any documentation or information on it. I can't remember which way I set it now for our convert, for our swap, but this will convert big end to, could be to little end or whatever the default norm is for the system. So that could be a big end, so it could just be to itself or to little end or whatever. But yeah, that gets things in the proper order for the IP address variable so that we can extract the bits correctly. So one other note too on this bit extraction, this is, believe it or not, I know this is hard to believe, but this is actually processor specific for this type of method here. Now because we haven't done an unsigned int 32, I believe we should be okay for binary processors, because we are specifically typed it at the exact size here for the bits and allocation of the processor, but you know, could vary on some systems. If you have a trinary processor, then that's not going to process the same way and could be a problem. So just a forewarning, but in most cases this should work just fine, and it's really not much we can do about it, because it's probably about as we need to extract that data, and coding out for each processor I guess would probably be ridiculous. So, but there we go for handling our extraction. Okay, so with that, that's the update. It's the only thing I had to do, really. It wasn't much to do, thankfully. And make sure you have your stuff in this order. I'll go ahead and compile and show that it works, just as a heck of it, to make certain to you. I've also reset the screensaver on this thing so it doesn't time out after 5 minutes now. Certainly makes life easier. Alright, hello. And server comes back and says hello. Awesome. So it worked. And here we can see it happening. So a message sent by client, client IP address, message sent to clients, and then the IP address we're sending it to, checking for sockets ready, blah blah blah. Alright, so it worked. And everything went fine. Went great. I'll go ahead and give it a /exit to go ahead and disconnect here, and then I'm going to quit my client for right now. Okay? And there we go, and yes, we did exit here, so we terminated the connection, sending a message to the clients. Of course, there's nothing to send because it's toast. And then checking for sockets ready. So I'm just going to hit Control-C to go ahead and exit it. I can also close it that way too. Whatever, it doesn't matter either way. For instance, I can run this and then go ahead and close it, and it will exit correctly, and we won't be wasting memory anymore with a memory leak. It wasn't much of a memory leak anyways, but still, don't want any kind of memory leaks, period, if you can avoid them. So, best to just get rid of them now. Okay, but with that, that was it. And my name is Nate Nestler, and this is for Hyperactive Studios, and we were doing server programming, TCP. Now later on we'll get into UDP, but for now this is TCP server, allowing us to do our connections and for our chat system. Alright, well, thank you very much.